Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to LDS Boxing. We back with another one. We're about to get into it, man. We got a big show today, for sure. We're gonna cover the boxing, the big card we got today. We're gonna cover that. Arthur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith. We're gonna touch on all of that. So let me get my shit together. It should be good. There you go. Yes, sir. Let me get myself together. Hey, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. My man, Yahweh Smoke. What's good with you, bro? Y'all have a poll in the chat, you know what I'm saying, for the outcome of this light heavyweight fight tonight. Feel free to tap on that, you know what I'm saying. Let me know what you guys think, who you think gonna win, and how. So we got a lot to cover. We got some boxing news I want to get into, and we're gonna break down the whole card from top to bottom. So it's gonna be a good one. A lot of information. So you know what I'm saying, y'all stay tuned. So we're gonna get into it. So of course, you know, this is the biggest fight so far in January. You know, the year just started. You got the unified title fight with Arthur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith. We're gonna run up the card. It's like 9 fights on the card. It's gonna start. I think it's 2. Hold on, I gotta look at it for sure. I think it's gonna start like 5 o'clock on the East Coast. So it's a long card. There's only 2 fights on the main portion on ESPN. It's gonna start on ESPN Plus, but you can stay there for the duration of the card. But they're gonna switch over to ESPN. They're gonna have 2 fights. That's the main event, and the co-main event. That's Christian and Billy versus Rohan Murdoch. So we got a lot of fights today. You know what I'm saying, on this card. You have the main event. You have a WBO title fight on this card with Jason Maloney. Now, he's going to be on the ESPN portion of it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be on the ESPN portion leading up into the main card. So, he has a good fight with Saul Sanchez. So, you can take a look at the bout sheet right there. If you guys can see it. So, it's 9 fights on the card. Solid day of boxing. I want to speak on the 3 fights, though. The 3 main fights. Jason Maloney versus Saul Sanchez. WBO title on the line. This is the first title defense for Jason Maloney. He won the title last year in May versus Mr. Astrolabio. Pretty one-sided fight, you know what I'm saying? Astrolabio didn't really bring his A game. He didn't really get beat up. He just got outpointed to me. So Jason Maloney, he trying to, establish his position as a world champion in that division, 118 pounds. We know Inoue moved up. He already undisputed at 122 within side of a year. And you still got Manny Rodriguez. Those are 2 guys that beat Jason Maloney. So at the highest level in the division, he came up short. So he normally beat guys on the level of Saul Sanchez. We're gonna see. Looking at the betting odds, Saul Sanchez is a good bet. He's a good value. I think I've seen him like plus 300. The lowest I seen him at plus 285. That's not really bad odds because Jason Maloney don't do nothing so crazy where you think he's just an elite fighter. He's just a solid world champion, a solid fighter that do a lot of good stuff well, but nothing real crazy. Solid body puncher. He can box when he needs to. He don't do nothing too crazy. If he don't get drawn into a fight with Saul Sanchez where they sitting in the pocket, he should be able to outbox him. But we'll see. Saul Sanchez has a sneaky left hook. He'll land that left hook and surprise you like he did against Jericho Quinn. That was a first round knockout, you know what I'm saying? And Sanchez like to, fight on the inside. He's an aggressive guy. He got Manny Robles in his corner, so that's a solid trainer for the task, you know what I'm saying? Going on the road. Well, both guys on the road, but fighting for his first world title. So it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Sanchez can win the fight, but if Maloney, if he boxes well, you know what I'm saying, stay consistent with that, get his jab going, I think he'll win the fight. So we'll see. Solid. JC in the building. What's good with you, bro? Saul Sanchez for the upset. Yeah, man, I got that on one of my parlays, bro. I think it's good value, in my opinion. I think it's good value. But let's see. Man, seeing boxing. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming by, yo. Salute. Alright, the second fight I want to cover is Christian and Billy versus Rohan Murdoch. This is at 168 pounds. Christian and Billy is number 1 in the WBC and the WBA. He got rankings all across the board, but those is 2 main ones right there. So I feel like he's the dark horse in this division. I think he can do well against all the top guys. Canelo, Morrell, Beterbiev, Plant, all those guys. I think he would do well. He just haven't had his opportunity, but still, I like what they're doing with him. They're keeping him active. He's facing good competition, not great, good competition. He just beat Damon Nicholson inside 4 rounds. His last fight, I think that was in September. Then in March of last year, he had a good fight with Carlos Gongora, and that was a big win to me. You know what I'm saying? He had to go through some adversity, came through it, got stronger as the fight went on, and he got the victory. Yeah, and Billy for the win. Yes, sir. Dre's Finals was good with you, bro. Salute to you. It's a solid competition, I agree. Step Brown in the building was good. So, yeah, I like him. I like M. Billy. I think this is the year. I think he may have to have another year. Maybe he can step it up with some bigger names. Rohan Murdoch is solid. You know what I'm saying? 27-2, 19 knockouts. You know, he don't really got no big wins on his resume as well. I know the fight, the most notable fight he had, he lost the WBO eliminator to Zach Parker. He got stopped late in that fight. But he's a tall guy, you know, so don't really use his height and reach like that. So I expect Billy to get to win the fight, probably mid to late round stoppage. I think he's on the road right now. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of momentum, and he just staying active. So whenever he get the opportunity to fight for a world title, I think he should be ready. So that's what's up. That's a good fight. That's a co-main event. And then to the main event, man, I spoke on this before, but I love the fight. 2 punchers. You know what I'm saying? Both guys, either way you look at it, they have vulnerabilities. Beterbiev about to be 39 in a couple of weeks. Injuries and ring rust. And that's been his whole career. He only got 19 fights. I think he turned pro like 2013. 19 fights. This be his 20th fight. Big puncher. He's a good boxer. He's a boxer puncher when he want to be. He don't load up on a lot of shots until he got you in the corner, pinned down to the corner. But he got thudding power with both hands. He got a good jab. He can break you down over time. He do have 1 punch knockout power, but as of late, he been grinding guys down. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know people want to talk about him being knocked down and all this, but he ain't been knocked down in like, 6 years? 6 years, right? 5 or 6 years when he fought Callum Johnson. And he got up and stopped him. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, you got to be leery of that, but I think really I think he's good. He got good legs, you know what I'm saying? And his power is gonna be the last thing to go. I like him in the fight. Kyle Smith is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? At 175, his 2 fights at 175. I mean, he has highlight reel knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Put him to sleep. I like how he bent his legs and he put all the power and torque into his shots. He's a good counter puncher. I think he's nice with the catch and shoot game, especially with the left hook. So he has an opportunity to win. He's 6'3". Can he establish his jab and stay consistent with it, and then kind of time Beterbiev jumping in, because he do like to jump in. So I don't know. I like Beterbiev like in 10, stopping him, grinding him down and stopping him. TS Boxing in the building was good with you. He just warming up. Dude was a monster. Yeah, he like that. It's boxing. You get dropped. Yeah, but I know. But people still talking about that shit. Shit happened a long time ago. I think that was his first title defense. Yeah, no, I don't really read too much into that. I don't read too much into that. I want to see if Kyle Smith going to control the center of the ring. Because if he on the ropes like he was against Canelo, John Ryder had success. He gonna have some problems with Beterbiev, because Beterbiev do have. I like how he resets. He'll throw some shots and he'll reset and step out and then try to gather himself. But I like Beterbiev. I think it's gonna be a fun fight. Now here's something to note though. The ring size is gonna be 18 by 18, so that's a small ring. Oh, he gonna drown. Yeah, I think so too. I think Callum may have his moments, and also too, both guys been out the ring for a while. It could be a little tentative early, but the ring is small as hell. It's small. Yeah, he got some good counters. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where he can get his man for sure. Yep, 18 by 18. You think that left hook will land? I think it will. I think it could land. The right hand. I mean, Beterbiev get hit. You know what I'm saying? Will he be on his game with his will he be holding the phone for that left hook coming? Because the left hook is coming. So that's what it is, man. It's a 9-fight card. So like I mentioned before, the prelims or the undercard is gonna start 5:30 p.m. East Coast time. And then the main card is gonna only have 2 fights on the main card. That's Arthur Beterbiev and Smith, of course, and then Billy versus Murdoch. That's the co-main event, and that will start at 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So you got a nice little gap to show for them to show all these fights, yo. So feel free to tap in. On that undercard, Jason Maloney defending his WO title versus Saul Sanchez. So yeah, some boxing for us today. I'm sure everybody tap in with that. He might get. Man, we're gonna see, man. I think he gonna have some success, but I think at the end of the day, I like Beterbiev wearing him down. Ashley's Corner in the building. What's good with you? Salute. All right, we're gonna move on to some news and notes, or just some little talking points that's going on in boxing. Yo, so this one right here, this is the in the cruiserweight division. At the top, you got the champion, Austin Goulamirian. He's a WBA champion. He's been champion for a long ass time. I think since 2018. He's very inactive, but he's about to sign with Golden Boy, and it's talks about him and Zurdo. Now, I'm not sure if it's 100% done, but it's damn near close. Zurdo won a WBA Eliminator last October when he moved up to cruiserweight and beat Joe Smith. So he right there. Austin Goulamirian had a mandatory in Dorder Coast, but that shit, I don't know. The deadline been passed like a month ago. So if Goulamirian signing with Golden Boy, hey, that's the only fight over there for him. Because they only got Zurdo at cruiserweight division. So Goulamirian posted something on his IG talking about March in LA. You know what I'm saying? He's going to face Zurdo. He got the whole poster and everything. So looking like it's done. We're waiting for an official announcement. But yeah, it's crazy. It's interesting though because Zurdo is actually in the negotiations, or he's supposed to have a purse bid next week to fight Breidis for the IBF title. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a little domino effect. And we're going to segue to that. So, we should be hearing an announcement for this fight right here. It's actually going to be a good fight. On paper, it's a good fight because Goulamirian come forward. You know what I'm saying? That's all he do is come forward. He don't got no head movement. He trying to go to the body. And then Zurdo, Zurdo like to fight in the inside too, but in his last fight, he boxed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what's up. We're going to move to the next one. So this one is like right along with the same storyline, right? With Jay Opetaia and Breidis. We're going to get into it. Get back in the chat. So yeah, I think it will land. Yeah, he do, man. Yeah. He going to wear you down for sure. In shape Areola, yeah. He's from, he fights out of France. I think he's Armenian. Zurdo isn't good. I don't know. He looked good in his last fight. Maybe you missed his last fight. He trained with Malik Scott. He was actually boxing and counterpunching, and then he'll sit down a little bit and was banging with Joe Smith. Then he'll box, kept him on the end of the jab. I don't know. Go rewatch that fight, bro, and then have you come back with a second opinion. Because I thought he looked good, and a lot of other people thought he looked good too. So I don't know. But this one right here, so. It's kind of crazy and kind of dumb to me to what just happened with Jay Opetaia. We know he's the #1 cruiserweight right now. He beat Breidis for the title. he had one title defense in September. Those guys in negotiations for a rematch because Breidis became the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So they stripped Jay Opetaia because he fought on that day of reckoning card of the IBF title. He fought Zurdo, ran through him in one round, and they stripped him. So it's crazy because they ordered Breidis versus Zurdo. Zurdo going down the WBA route, but in the new IBF rankings, Opetaia is number 5. He's the next available guy when Zurdo pulled out the negotiations. So now they got to reorder this fight, which don't make no sense to me because they already had a deal in place to fight in the springtime. You know what I'm saying? They was either going to fight on the Fury and Usyk card, which Opetaia is going to fight on that card anyway, or they was going to fight on AJ's card in March. So they already had that in the works. IBF stripping Jay Opetaia don't even make no sense because then they're going to circle right back. He's going to fight for a vacant title that he never should have been stripped of in the first place. So that's the business of boxing type shit. It's crazy, but we'll hear more about this next week when the purse bid is supposed to happen with Zurdo and Breidis. It probably ain't gonna happen like I mentioned, and then they have to order this fight again, which is crazy. And I say just put this fight on the undercard of Usyk versus Fury. That's a hell of a fight. The first fight was good, you know what I'm saying, and then adds to that card. Opetaia is in Saudi right now sparring with Tyson Fury in preparations for Usyk. That's a perfect sparring partner, you know what I'm saying? Southpaw, same height, you know what I'm saying? Explosive, good jab, all that good shit. It's perfect. So why not put Breidis on that card too? He can fight him. So yeah, it's crazy, man. Sometimes the politics of boxing make you scratch your head. Don't make no damn sense, but that's what we got. You know what I'm saying? They say credit to Malik. So you should tap in with him. Yo, he cool dude though. I like Jay Opetaia with Gassiev. Yeah, that's probably unrealistic. Gassiev is all the way up at heavyweight, and Opetaia not ready to go up yet. Oh yeah, Breidis from Latvia. Sir, Malik Scott. So yeah, that's what it is, man. We're gonna see, man, what happens with this purse bid. Now I can also see Golden Boy trying to win the IBF purse bid against Breidis, and then they got Goulamirian, and maybe they can like have Goulamirian have a fight. Like I said, Dorico's supposed to be his mandatory. So let's say he fight Dorico, and then the winners fight each other and unify the division. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think it's gonna be Zurdo and Goulamirian. So that's a little cruiserweight division talk. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't get a lot of that. So I got y'all covered on that shit. But I got y'all covered on all the divisions. But I know nobody really talk about cruiserweight. And cruiserweight is a solid division too. Solid division. I don't know if Ashley is still in the building, but Chef Clark is fighting. He's fighting Tommy McCarthy. And he's trying to get, he gonna fuck around and fight for a world title pretty soon. He's fighting January 27th on one of the Matchroom shows. So yeah, cruiserweight is solid though. Just do boxing in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Appreciate you guys coming through for sure. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. So y'all don't go nowhere now. Spence and Crawford, Spence, yo, the saga continues. So we know we're supposed to got the rematch. We know the whole story. We had the first fight. Bud dominated the fight. Spence executed his rematch clause. PBC going through a transition. They lost their network. You know what I'm saying? Then they got another network. So they don't have no dates right now. They still doing this whole thing. Spence decided to get cataract surgery on his eye. So it looked like it's going to push the fight back. Or the fight is done completely. Bud sending cryptic messages and stuff talking about he want to move on. He glad it's over. I mean, honestly, if that's the case, I'm glad it's over too. There's been a lot of drama with this whole saga. The whole boxing community at odds. One man is this and the other man is that. They lift up Earl Spence to the highest level and Bud shit on him. Then when he fight, you know what I'm saying, they don't understand how he won. All type of shit. There's a bunch of drama with this. I'm kind of glad. I hope it's over though. If it does still happen, it'll probably be a summer date. You know what I'm saying? I don't know though. They've been real quiet. A lot of cryptic messages and stuff. Ain't nobody came out and said what's going on, what's not. But if it's let's say if it's not gonna happen, what's gonna be next for both guys? You know what I'm saying? If Spence, if he's not gonna retire, which I hope he don't, he gonna move up to 54, and he can still do some things. He can get the Tim Zoo fight. He can fight somebody like this is welcome into the division. Fondora, Lubin, maybe even Jesus Ramos at this point. This will get his legs and footing together at 154 and see what he still got left. If he still want to do it, he's still a big name and big draw. Definitely in Texas, Dallas, he can sell that out. Crawford. Now Crawford is a little bit more complicated because PBC only messing with him because of Spence. So he signed a 2-fight deal. And my gut feeling is they ain't trying to mess with him if it's not dealing with Spence. I think they just move on and he can go be a free agent, do whatever he got to do. I know it's big fights for him on the PBC side. Whether it's Charlo, he's in a win right now. Tim Zoo, I feel like it's a big fight. Boots, that's a fight I would want to see if he gonna stay at 47. But I've been hearing that Crawford been struggling to make 47. You know what I'm saying, for a minute. You know what I'm saying. I know it's not real publicized, and he still got his belts, and people think, oh, he's still gonna campaign there. But fighters do that all the time. Devin Haney didn't vacate his titles until fight week against Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? He ain't vacate his title, so. Fighters normally do that. That don't really mean nothing to me. That's not an indicator that he's going to stay in that division or not. They're just giving him the benefit of the doubt. IBF went ahead and stripped Crawford because, they want to know what was going on with the situation with Spence, and they wasn't getting no deadline, and they don't recognize rematch clauses. So had PBC gave the IBF a date for the rematch or approximate time, he would still be undisputed champion. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard to see. I know he been calling out Canelo. I don't know. I just feel like after this, if this rematch is no longer on the table, I don't think PBC gonna ride with him no more. Just to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, no problem. So you heard that about Chev Clark, so he'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back. I like him too. I'm gonna get the top guys to continue to fight. Yeah, boxing been like that. Boxing it's been crazy to me. If you cover the whole sport, it's been crazy. Yeah. Lubin, yeah. It's not done, but that's the fight. You know what I'm saying? Tim Zoo, he wanted to fight on that weekend of the Australian Rugby League. They're having a big event in Vegas, so he wanted to fight on that Friday. That don't match up with the PBC scheduling. So he's supposed to headline the show there. You know what I'm saying? We got to get Tank. I know Tank's supposed to be the first one. The first pay-per-view. May not be the first fight, but the first pay-per-view. So we'll see. But yeah, Lubin, that's the one I've been hearing. Jose Diaz, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Yeah, Tim Zoo, yeah, he about to smoke. We're going to put up the money for the Spence Crawford. The same people who did for the first fight. After that whipping, I knew there wasn't going to be a rematch. Yeah. I wanted to see us. I want to see how Spence can come back from it. Yeah, that would be a big ass fight in Texas. That'd be a big fight. I would like that. Yeah, Ortiz. Yeah, those both good fights. I'd take them for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully, we'll hear some news about the PBC schedule, and they can kind of get some clarity. So that's what it is. So we're gonna move on to. So we're gonna touch on Top Rank and ESPN Plus. Their schedule that they have coming up in the first quarter. They got a nice little schedule. Starting with tonight with Beterbiev and Callum Smith, but we got this one next week. Natasha Jonas versus Michaela Mayer, the IBF title, welterweight title. That's gonna be a good fight right there, y'all. That's gonna be a good fight, and hopefully the winner. They can probably get the winner between Jessica McCaskill and her WBC mandatory Ivana Harbison. They fighting in April. Sandy Ryan puts a fight in March. Like, they got some good fights that can happen in this division. Katie Taylor and Chantel Cameron's gonna do a trilogy like in May or June. So it's still some smoke. So that's what's up. This is a good fight though. Jonas is a southpaw counterpuncher. She been at the weight. She fought at 54. She kind of used to the weight now. And Michaela Mary like to get in your, get in your chest and fight. But I like to see her use her height and reach and her jab and stuff like that. I know she can do it. This is a solid fight right here. All right, here's another one. We're gonna go along with the schedule. D1 in the building. What's good with you, bro? You put some bread on Callum. Salute to you, bro. My man Mike in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, it's a good fight. I got Nova beating Foster. I got Foster in that fight. Jones might turn back the clock. Yeah, it's a good one. Jonas is a big puncher. Well, she's a good puncher. But this is a good one right here too. This is early in the morning though, and from Japan. We got the #1 fighter at 108 pounds, Kenshiro Tajiri. He's taking on his WA mandatory former WA regular champion, Carlos Gonzalez. That should be a solid fight right there. This is going to be on ESPN Plus. So if you guys will tap in with that, you know what I'm saying? That's a solid fight right there. There's another one that's going to be on ESPN Plus. This is going to be from Canada. Everybody Yanza, he fights at 168. You know what I'm saying? He got some good world rankings. He's on the card headline against Godoy, so we'll see. Albert Ramirez, y'all pay attention to him. He fights at 175. He's on this card. He's a big puncher from Venezuela, and I think he's fighting a WA eliminator. So, I'm saying we're gonna keep it going with the top ranked ESPN Plus schedule. I like this one right here. February the 8th, Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz. Now this is Super Bowl week. Super Bowl weekend gonna be coming up. It's gonna be in Vegas, Mandalay Bay. I like this fight. I like this matchup. These probably two of the most athletic fighters we have in boxing. Like real talk. Both guys very athletic. They kind of similar. You know what I'm saying? Hence why Lomachenko brought in Jermaine Ortiz for sparring when he was getting ready for Teofimo. And then he actually fought Lomachenko, and he gave up a good effort. Teofimo, some got him #1. I mean, I think 140 right now, shit, it's not clear to me. There's a lot of good fighters. Haney, Teofimo were great fighters. Both of those guys great fighters. Haney, Teofimo, you know what I'm saying? Matisse, it's like they got to fight. But Teofimo is, he like that. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's always, you never know what you're going to get with Teofimo. They got a good undercard, too. Abdullah Mason is on the card. Keyshawn Davis is facing Pedraza. So, yeah, I like it. I like this top rank card, though. Y'all stay tuned. February the 16th. This is another solid fight right here. Oshaki Foster versus Abraham Nova. Foster, had a good 2023. Won the title against Ray Vargas. Went down to Mexico, overcame that. The circumstances there, had a come from behind victory, knockout victory, facing Nova, who's coming back into his own after the knockout loss to Basie at 26, down 130. This is a solid fight right here. I like Oshaki Foster in this fight. I think he all boxing. But Nova he do have an opportunity to win this fight though, for sure. The next day, February the 17th, we got the undisputed fight. We still on top rank. We got Fury versus Usyk. We've been waiting for this for like 26 years, 24 years, since 99, right? So what's that? That's 25 years. We ain't had an undisputed title fight at heavyweight division. So looking forward to this one right here. I mentioned Jay Opetaia is going to be on the card. Sergey Kovalev is on the card. Joe Cordina is on the card. He's defending his IBF title for the last time. He's facing Anthony Kakashi. I think Joe Cordina is done with Matchroom. I think. I gotta see what's up. I've been hearing that he's about to get away from that. After this fight, if everything goes well, he's going to vacate his IBF title and move up to 35. That's what I'm hearing on the streets. So we'll see. Jermaine for the upset. I like Teofimo. But we'll see. We'll see, though. That's interesting. For him. Nah, I ain't going. Are they going ahead with it? We got to see what happens. I think that's the plan, but we have to see what happens with these guys. Yeah, we have to see what happens with Teofimo and all that. I hope so. That'll be big. I think he is too. I think he's hard to beat, and that it's gonna be hard to beat. Yeah, they're gonna have to stay. They gotta be fight him. They're gonna have to be punching that night to get some respect, and they're gonna have to stay with their game plan the whole duration. Yeah, I got Foster too. I got Foster for sure. Top guys gotta fight one. Yeah, they've been fighting each other for years now. Joe should just go top rank. Yeah, top rank. Yo, Joe Cordino on some different type of time though. He just want the biggest bag, which I understand though. So he kind of messes. He kind of, I don't know. He talked his way out of big fights at 130 because Matchroom could have signed on Shaqy Foster and they could have fought. He had like Shaqy Foster and a big name, so he's fighting in Saudi, getting like the most bread that he ever made. So I don't know, but maybe they can sign him. 135 is it's another good division, and there's a lot of politics in it. So I don't know what he gonna do. Yeah, I think he could. He definitely could. He could. We'll see though. Maybe they can make that fight. Who you got? I like Fury in the fight. I like Fury. All right, here's another ESPN Plus card. This is February 24th. This is gonna be a good one. Alex Santiago versus Jonto Nakatani. Nakatani moving up to 118. He going after his third division title, so that's a good one. Y'all stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a fun fight. It's gonna be early in the morning, but it's gonna be on a Saturday, not the weekend. Here go one right here. Top rank ESPN Plus. I like this. This is a featherweight title doubleheader. You got Altabek Kamatov. He just signed with Top Rank. He's gonna face Ray Ford for the vacant WBA title. Two southpaws. Ray Ford elevated his game since that fight with Vasquez and got that draw. Kamatov, kind of unheard of, 5'11" southpaw. He been in some training camps with Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? So he's solid. He's solid. That's a good fight though. And then you got the IBF featherweight title fight with Luis Alberto Lopez defending his title versus Ray Abi. That's a Japanese fighter that just retired Kiko Martinez last year. So this, I like it because you can see what's ahead. Maybe the winners can fight each other for unification, and I think no matter what happens, it'll be solid. Ray Ford is with Matchroom. They lost the purse bid. I'm not sure how many fights he have left on that deal, but I feel like Ray Ford is a top ranked fighter. I don't know. They got a bunch of young black fighters on their stable, but he got the same manager as Katie Taylor, so maybe he's gonna stick around at Matchroom. And then the last top ranked card for the first quarter that's been announced, you have Oscar Valdez versus Liam Wilson. I like this fight right here. You know what I'm saying? Oscar Valdez gonna headline in Arizona. This is March 29th. This is a good fight. Good fight. Liam Wilson, he almost had it against Navarrete. Came up short. And then Valdez, coming off a loss to Navarrete, he got to get back on it. He ain't taking a soft touch. I know a lot of people wasn't high on Liam Wilson before the Navarrete fight. After the fight, then they're giving him some love. He came back and had a victory in December. So, you know what I'm saying? So he should be fresh. So that's what's up, man. I like this fight. It's going to be in Arizona. That's a good fight. So that's the top ranked first quarter schedule, man. Pretty solid. He said this is a good matchup. Yeah, that's a good fight. Let me see. Anyway versus Neri, yeah. They haven't announced the date, but it's gonna be in February. It'll probably be like the first week of February. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in April. It's supposed to be in Kambosos and Lomachenko, but that fight may get pushed back to May. Yeah, so we'll see. Macadocious Mac of the South, what's good with you? Salute. So yeah, I like this fight right here. Waiting for the undercard. All right, here go Matchroom schedule. So next week, not next week, 2 weeks from now, January 27th, you got, I guess they call it like I don't know what they call this shit, next gen show, whatever, but you got Lewis Crocker versus Jose Felix. This can be a good fight too. I like Crocker. They go Chev Clark versus Tommy McCarthy. I think Chev Clark gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the some more prospects on the card. So this is a Matchroom right here. February the 3rd, the next week, you got Conor Ben. This is his second fight in a row in the U.S. This time he going to Vegas. He gonna face undefeated Peter Dobson. Conor Ben trying to get his name back together after the PED situation. The fight he had in Orlando in September, he looked alright. Nothing too crazy to me. He won't punch him like that, like he was before the PED thing. So I don't know, but we'll see. He's facing an undefeated guy, big name. It could be some big fights for Conor Ben this year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Mo Williams is on this card too. So this should be solid. Then they got a next gen show, February the 10th. Dylan versus Reese Bellotti. Reese Bellotti. I know Ray Forrest stopped him a couple years ago, and after that, he been going crazy. So this is like a prospect card on Matchroom for you guys to tap into. We got a rematch right here. This is a rematch from a Knockout of the Year candidate. Adrian Carrillo took the title from Sev Naganji. He took the title from the IBF. It was an overhand right over the top. It came out of nowhere. That shit was crazy. So these guys gonna run it right back February the 16th. So yeah, that's so y'all know how Matchroom do with those rematch clauses. So that's what it is. And then the last one that they have scheduled, I know they still working on March, but you got Edgar Berlanga versus Paddy McCrory. This is 168 pounds. February the 24th down in Orlando. This is gonna be a fun fight. McCrory comes to fight, Like, I don't know if you guys watch him fight, but he's a good puncher from Ireland. You know what I'm saying? He's around the same type of competition that Berlanga been facing, and Berlanga been struggling with some of these guys. He had a good win last year, but it was alright. You know what I'm saying? He knocked out the other Irish kid. So we're gonna see though. Berlanga's time, I don't know what's going on. He kind of fell off. It's crazy that he's still undefeated and it feel like he got a couple of losses. I don't know. He fell off. That 16 straight first round knockouts. That shit seemed like 20 years ago. That shit happened. That was 2020. So yeah, hopefully he can get back. He has I think he got a new trainer. Do we got a new trainer? I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen with Berlanga. Andy Cruz is on this card too, so that's what's up. He's starting to get some world rankings. So salute to him. They almost have every featherweight champion. Yeah, they do. They also can do some business with the WBC #1 contender Nick Ball, who's with Queensberry. So as soon as we find out what happened with Ray Vargas and Figueroa, Nick Ball right there too. He can get in the mix. They got Ruben Villa. You know what I'm saying? They can fight for the world title. They got some good fighters. They're like, real. That's what's up, man. Lots of miles. Yeah, I think he towards the end. Patty Donovan. He can fight Olympian. So he can't fight in UK no more. No, he's not licensed right now. It was a good scrap. Berlanga getting cooked. Let's see. Yeah, Berlanga, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see, man. I think it's, definitely time. And Golden Boy, they got, I'm going to talk about these two right here. So, January 27th, we got Munguia versus John Ryder. It should be an interesting fight, fun. We all know the thing with Munguia. We want him to step up. He got a new trainer. He's with Freddie Roach. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. John Ryder, he has the same trainer as Conor Ben. They out here in LA training and shit, so everything should be good. It shouldn't have no problems with the oxygen levels and shit. Everything should be good. So yeah, this is a big one because Munguia, his name is up there floating around to fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta win. And John Ryder just fought Canelo, so I guess it's a measuring stick. But we'll see, man. The undercard gonna be solid. Gabby Fondora defending her IBF title that she just won. She's facing Christina Cruz on the card. You got Oscar Collazo, the WBO champion at 105 pounds. He's on this card too. So yeah. And this one right here, it hasn't been officially announced, but it's going down. It's signed, sealed. March 16th in Vegas. You got Williams Zepeda versus Maxie Hughes. It's an IBF final eliminator. The winner would get the winner between Lomachenko and Kambosos. And I like the fight. It's cool. It's a good little style matchup with the come forward, aggressive guy, and Williams Zepeda. Then you got the boxer and Maxie Hughes. But Maxie Hughes getting a raw deal. This is a bad matchup to me because I think Zepeda gonna overwhelm him. I salute him for taking the fight though, but he should have got the decision victory over Kambosos, and he should be fighting Lomachenko. That's just how I look at it. But he's in the position. Obviously he's gonna make. I think he's gonna make some good bread in this one right here. Yo, Golden Boy gonna have a good year this year, y'all. Golden Boy gonna have a good year. I'll let y'all know that right now. They're gonna have a good year. For real. So we'll see though. Williams Zepeda versus Maxie Hughes, IBF eliminator. Scrappy Ramirez is about to fight for the WBA title. They just ordered Kazuko Ioka versus Scrappy Ramirez. So they're in negotiations. You got Virgil coming back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like May or June. We'll see who he can get. I think if he fights Tim Tszyu, it's going to be later in the year. They still got Marlon Esparza, who is she about to fight. I think she's gonna get a rematch with Alanes. Ryan Garcia, we waiting to see what they're gonna do with him. Yo, it's a lot of shit, yo. So Golden Boy actually I think they're gonna have a good year this year. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna have a good year. They signing guys, you know what I'm saying? They signed Jose Ramirez, they signed Barbosa, they signed Harry Davis, but they signed him as a pawn. Just to, because you got a high position, we're going to sign you. You know what I'm saying? If you win, we'll give you a bigger fight, but, they probably ain't going to do nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So it's a lot, they're doing a lot of things, though. It'll be a good year for them. He never calls for smoke. It's amazing. That's not true though. That's not true. That's not true because he was trying to fight Jamal Charlo. He agreed to everything. It was Oscar that messed that fight up. He was trying to fight Jamal Charlo a couple of times. So yeah, I disagree. But yeah, he been fighting. They been giving him a lot of easy money. I think he's about 27, 28, 27, 28. Conor Ben, Ryder, and a few UK fighters training. Yeah, I seen that. Yep. And they got a couple of prospects on the card. I think Zepeda gonna run through him. When Zepeda gonna fight somebody good? Shoot, I think Hector Tanahata was good at the time that he fought him. Jester was coming off a good win. He beat JoJo. Williams Zepeda beat JoJo when he was still before he started missing weight all these times. I think Maxie Hughes is solid. So yeah, I mean, he facing good competition. Ain't nothing great. He turned down Shakur. I don't know. He's a stablemate of Williams Zepeda, and Matisse has the same trainer. So both of those guys kind of fight similar, throw a lot of punches. Yeah. Jose Ramirez just signed with them last week. So yeah, it's starting off real well. I know we're waiting for PBC to announce their schedule. We got to see what Tank gonna do. I heard Beterbiev may be back in the first quarter. They got a lot of fights that's already made that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, that they gotta put out there. Like I mentioned Ray Vargas and Brandon Figueroa. That's gonna be a good ass fight right there. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for that for a minute. I always want to smoke her over the last year's handlers. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Morrell just fought, so I'm guessing they gonna fight sometime in the summer. I don't know if they gonna have him active like that. So maybe the summertime for him. We'll see. Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you coming through. Fender Bender in the building. Salute. Appreciate that. Yeah, McGee, he do get a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? I know he turned down Janabek, you know. But shit, I mean, he turned down Andre, but it's more so his team. I don't see how he was how can he turn down those guys and be scared to fight those guys? But he had signed in principle to fight Jamal Charlo. I think it was 2022. And he was supposed to fight him again too. When they announced that, when Showtime announced their schedule that year, when it came out that Charlo was gonna face Selecki, that was supposed to be Munguia. Munguia had agreed to that shit. So I don't know, bro. We don't know all the ins and outs of the business and shit. Who be ducking who and who don't want to fight who. We just go off maybe hearsay, or sometimes some people have some inside information oh, nah, he ain't really want to fight him. But to my knowledge, he never really was like that. But it just come off like that because he ain't really fighting a lot of good competition. I remember that situation. Will it be undisputed light heavyweight? Yeah. It's gonna be undisputed this year for sure. I have noticed McGill doesn't never say that. He don't say that. He just fight. But I spoke on this a minute ago that Saudi they was trying to make the undisputed with Beterbiev and Bivol. Bivol signed his part of it. Bivol is with Matchroom, so if Cal Smith wins, then that's an easy fight to make. You know what I'm saying? Matchroom, Bivol, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Then if Beterbiev wins, he already signed his portion of the deal. Let Beterbiev let him get through Ramadan coming up in March through April, and then they'll probably fight in the summer. So yeah, I think so. I think this the time right here. If I would like to see his boost move to 154, Brian Castano. Yeah, it'd be cool if Brian Castano was active. You know what I'm saying? Last I seen him, he looked kind of heavy, and he been out the ring for a while. So I don't know. But yeah, I want to see what Boost gonna do next as well. That's why he went to Roach. Yeah. But that's what's up though. McGill be having some good ass fights though. Say what you want about that dude, but he be having some good ass fights. Your thoughts on Joshua and Francis? I mean, AJ should be able to stop him mid rounds. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm more interested in Zane versus Wilder. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna make it happen, that's what I'm more interested in. But yeah, AJ should stop him. I think. I don't think AJ gonna be playing around. Flawless mentality in the building. Dr. Mark, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming by. I want to see what's gonna happen with Ryan and Rolling, all that shit. When Ryan and Devin Haney, when those guys are supposed to be making the fight, I always had my doubts because it was on social media, and Ryan has a tendency to call out everybody and say he making fights, and the shit don't ever go through. So we'll see. It ain't nothing really to rush because Devin Haney ain't fighting till the summer anyway. He ain't coming back he ain't come back per se in March or April. He gonna come back in the summer. He only gonna fight twice a year anyway, so they still got time. I wouldn't rule out Haney and Matisse happening because Matisse supposed to come back in the late spring and the summer too. He nursing a hand injury. I know Sandor Martin is a WBC mandatory. Now I don't know if they like actually ordered that yet and really pushing for it to be next. Because I'm pretty sure they'll give Devin some leeway if you want to make a bigger fight, another unification or a bigger name fight. Because they would have been cool if Haney and Brian would have happened. The WBC would have stepped aside like, nah, you good. But if not, Devin versus Sandor Martin, that's a solid fight. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make a claim. If you're making a claim that Teofimo number one, you can make a claim that Sandor Martin is number one too, because he undressed Teofimo, dropped him twice, didn't get credit for him. I thought he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things in boxing, you can't look black. Boxing ain't black and white. You can't just say, "Oh, boxer said he won, so I'm gonna go off of that." Hell no. Nah. Boxing may be wrong as hell sometimes too, and you can't depend off of that. So if you're really watching the fights and you can play it like. Calderon should be the number one guy at 140. He really beat Josh Taylor in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it depends how you look at it. That's why I say 140 ain't clear to me. It's damn good though, but it's not clear to me. Hitchens versus Calderon, they pushed back their first bid for another week. I actually like that fight. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight you're going to have to pay attention to because it could be kind of crafty, a lot of gamesmanship, a lot of tactical stuff going on. So, yeah. If Haney and Sandor Martin fight, that's a solid fight. Yo, daddy in the building. What's good with you? Salute. Bill don't mess with them MMA dudes. He knows that shit. It's a line Ryan. Sandor the real boogeyman. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's a boogeyman, but I like that fight with Devin Haney. I like it because he's gonna come to win. He's a veteran. He's been around for a while. Well, he's like 43-2, 43-3. He got a crazy record. He beat Mikey. No matter what y'all say, nobody was saying, "Oh, he's gonna do Mikey like that," and he beat him. I thought he beat Teofimo by like the slightest margin. So it's a lot of good shit. I thought in the end, champ, it's enough against Jack. Yeah, I thought Jack Calderon should have won the title. To be honest with you. So we got that. If Ryan and Rolly happen, shit, that's gonna be fun. A fun promotion and shit. Like you gotta take stuff for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it. You know, boxing. Us boxing fans, we ain't really going nowhere for the most part, right? So if you get something like that, like a, you know, it's gonna get promoted well. You know what I'm saying? Probably do decent numbers and shit. So I ain't really mad at it. But Rosso, he was the pawn as well. He just happened that they can be punching like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't expect him to win the fights that he won and perform the way he did against Broly, because he signed a deal with PBC where he can just keep him busy, keep you on the undercard. So just in case of somebody fall out, you can suffice as that mandatory or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He had a high ranking. He from Venezuela, of course, right? But he fucked around and messed up the money because if O'Hare Davis would have won, Golden Boy was about to make Jose Ramirez versus O'Hare Davis in April in Fresno, already ready. You know what I'm saying? So Barrasso messed that up. He's a PBC guy. He working with PBC, so he'll take step aside and allow Brian and Rolly to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they'll put him on the undercard versus Kenneth Sims, pay him some bread. You know what I'm saying? Give him some money, and we'll see. And that's not a foregone conclusion either. I like Kenneth Sims as a fighter. He should win that fight. But if he fight the way he fought Akhmadev, sitting in the pocket and trading, and he allow this old ass dude to clip him with a left hand, shit, he can beat him too. I'm just saying, it's not a foregone conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up though. He's showing them some love and shit. I don't know if he's joining the team. I think he helping them out with like, you know, sponsorship and equipment, all that type of shit. I don't know if he's on the team, but yeah, it's cool that he's partnering up with them. Yeah, Yeah, sure. I jumped on my seat and I was like, hell, yeah. I was at the fight. I was like, oh, hold on, let me see what Rolly gonna do. Oh, that's why Rolly was running the whole fight before up until that point. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it just like that though, bro. He gonna wait for the winner. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he's a pawn in this shit. He's not a big draw. You know what I'm saying? He's just a fun story because he old as hell. He knocking shit out. So they can kind of use him to move him around to say, okay, we'll give you step aside money. I don't think he gonna fight none of those. Like, I don't think Ryan will fight him. I don't think Rolly ain't gonna fight him again. So they probably just maneuver him around and just have him fight until he lose. I guess they keep putting enough people in front of him and he keep beating them. I guess he can get the winner, but not right off the top though. Because if they're gonna do it like that, they're gonna stand by their rules. Then they would just order Rolly versus Barasu, the rematch, because that's what they're supposed to do. But once you start to take step aside and moving over here and moving over there, and they start giving you other fights, you basically gave her your position. So I can't say he waiting for the winner. If you feel what I'm saying. Yeah, it is. Yeah, nah, for real. Popularity contest, how good your manager is, what team you on. Like for example, right? When the last time y'all heard of Charles Conwell? Anything that he did in boxing since his last fight on Regis card last year. Well now, he didn't even fight the whole year last year. He old as hell. Oh, he looked old as man. Shit. Both of them, bro. I seen him. I was right. I was standing right next to the dude. That dude old, bro. He old. Like I'm just gonna say this. Like I said before, I'm 41, y'all. I don't look like I'm 41, but if he 40, I'm older than him. Nah, bro. He look like he about in his 60s, 70s. It's like, I don't know. He like he lived life. So let me say it like that. He lived some life. You know what I'm saying? He went through some shit. For sure. It's all good though. That dude punching though, shit. If he punching like that, yo, give him his bread, man. Pay that dude. Matisse versus Barasu. Why not? I mean, to me it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Unless they elevate Barasu, because you gotta have some type of bargaining thing for that. If they elevate him to WBA champion, then yeah. But he's an interim champion, so you can't unify that shit. And them just fighting, yeah, it makes sense. But I think he done already cut a deal to be a part of this Rolly and Ryan situation. I think the more likely scenario is for him to take another step aside agreement, but they about to pay him some bread. Maybe like, I don't know how much he got for this last fight, but let's say he get $500,000 to face Kenneth Sims Jr., who gonna be the #1 contender. I think that fight actually make more sense on the undercard of one of these PBC events, and maybe on the undercard of Rolly versus Ryan or something like that. I think that makes more sense than fighting Matisse. You know what I'm saying? For Matisse, I think the two guys, the first that crossed my mind, you know what I'm saying, before I started thinking about unification, was Elvis Rodriguez and Michelle Rivera. Those are two guys I think he gonna fight on the PBC side. If him and Haney can fight, I would take that shit. Him and Teofimo can fight, I would take it. But that was not my first options because I know how the business of boxing is. How that shit, you know, I don't know if that's gonna be so easy to make, but we'll see though. We'll see. That probably be a fun fight though, Matisse Barasu, but he gonna stop Barasu for sure. Yo, he old, but I like to see. I like what I see from Pops. Yeah, he always been punching though. He always been punching. He fought Akhmadev and he dropped him he had him hurt, but Ahmadev got up and closed the show. He my guy. He wanted that smoke. Yeah, he did. Yo, I think I want him to get paid. Let him get paid, and then he go about his way. You know what I'm saying? Give him, he deserve it, yo. For real. That's what's up. I feel good. I was happy for him when I seen that shit. Yeah, he has a great story though. That's what I want too. I want to have a big fight. Sure, if he can get the Rolly fight, bro, a Rolly rematch. If he can get the Ryan Garcia fight, shit, man, Tank should give him the fight. You know what I'm saying? Just to let this dude, retire, get your bread. You know what I'm saying? He take back $2 million to Venezuela, man. He'd be a king out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about Gary Russell and Matisse? Shit, that's a fight of the year candidate. I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love to see that. I don't know what Russell doing. They've been quiet. But if him and Matisse can make that fight, that's gonna be a crazy fight. I think Gary Russell gonna have to bring out some of his boxing ability in that fight. Not just go in and try to just bang with this guy. Get your respect, but I think he can use a little movement and walk into some shots and throw some shots around the guard. Because once Matisse get going and he feel like you can't hurt him, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, It's pretty much a wrap. He gonna wear you down and break you down. And if you sitting and trading with him from the beginning, he gets stronger, you get weaker. Because that's what happened with all his fights, basically. And Goulamirian was doing okay early, let his hands go, and then he started to push Matisse. And Matisse won't go nowhere. And I'm like, bro, he gonna get tired. He keep pushing him. And then the 4th round, that was a wrap. He started wearing him down. He said big facts. Yeah, man, I hope my man gets some bread, yo. Shit, Tank should fight Barrasso. Put that out there. Get motherfuckers mad and shit. Give Barrasso an opportunity, yo. Shit. Give him an opportunity. Let him get that bread. Shit. Why not? They don't have to be at 140. Well, it don't matter where you find him at. Let him get the bread, yo. He deserves it. Yeah, man, we can say that about the whole stable. But yeah, I think so too. He said no mas. Yeah, he different. Yeah. He still got some flaws and shit, and I think guys could beat him. Like Haney and Teofimo has the tools to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Would they say consistent with their game plan for the duration of the fight and not sit and try to bang with this guy? Yeah. That last fight, Ergashev was bringing that fire, and Matisse was like, welcome to my kitchen now, for real, bro. I was like, okay, he was doing good the first round. And then I seen Matisse just started wearing him down. I seen like he kind of leaned over and it was like tied up a little bit, and he was letting Matisse punch on him without, breaking or punching back. I was like, oh, nah, he about to break this kid down. And he quit. So it is what it is. So that's what it is, man. Big day of boxing. Let me recap for the ones that's still here. Make sure you guys tap into this big fight we got tonight with Beterbiev and Callum Smith. So this is a full card right here, 9 fights. It's gonna start 5:30. Is it 5:30? Let me make sure I get that time right, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna start 5:30 on ESPN Plus on the East Coast. On the West Coast, it's 2:30. The main card is gonna start at 10 o'clock East Coast time. So you're gonna have a lot of boxing in between that time. So stay tuned. We got three key fights on this card that I want you guys to tap into. Jason Maloney defending his WBO bantamweight title versus Saul Sanchez. That's gonna be on the undercard portion. Christian and Billy versus Rohan Murdoch. That's a super middleweight. That's a good fight right there. And Billy is one of the top fighters at 168. And then the main event, Arthur Beterbiev versus Callum Smith. So you got 3 lightweight titles on the line, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, get everything together, support that fight. Should be good. Tank give Barrasso the fun fight. That man good. Yeah, man, they give him the fight, but he'll get criticized. But fuck it, they don't care about. Look, they don't care about Tank getting criticized. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about that shit because he bringing in the bread. He said, "Do you have regular time to go on, my guy?" Nah, I don't really have no regular time. I kind of just do what I do, except for on Monday. Monday I go on at 6 o'clock West Coast time in the afternoon to break down the fight week. But like on the weekend, I just wake up and feel like, I want to go live. I got some shit to say, so now I just go live. I don't really have no time. But on Monday, that's the only really set time I have for sure. So you want to tap in, feel free. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys' support for sure. I'll keep bringing this content. You guys can tap in to my Instagram, Twitter. You got some. You want to ask any questions behind the scenes? I don't really be on YouTube that much, so you might not see me in too many chats or whatever. But definitely you can hit me up behind the scenes and shit. I be around. I be on Twitter like all day, and then tap into the website as well. I'm still working on some posting some more articles and stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff. A lot of boxing that's gonna happen. If you guys need to, just tap in, they want to stay in tune or whatever, stay in touch, you can always hit me on the playback in the comment section. I normally respond pretty quick on that. If you got a question, something that's crossed your mind, because that shit happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my supporters and subscribers, they'll hit me behind the scenes like, "Hey, bro, I just thought about this." You know what I'm saying? And if I want to drop some knowledge or whatever, feel free. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. For sure. He said, "Who you got in the 3 main fights tonight?" I got Beterbiev late. I'm gonna say like 10 or 11. I'm going with Saul Sanchez for the upset. And Christian and Billy. I like Christian and Billy around like 5 or 6. He said, "It's fine. I check my email every day." I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. So yeah, man, I want to salute everybody coming through the building, man. Appreciate it. He said, "What's your Instagram? Can you put it?" Yeah. I got you. Give me 1 second. I'll put it in there. Yes, sir. I need to start doing more on Instagram, but I'll be on Instagram on my DMs and shit. But I don't post. I haven't been posting a lot, but man, I'm always around though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really never got all the boxing. Like, you know how like some people make content and they don't really be around. They don't make content no more. I may not make content, but I'm always around. Real talk. I'm always around. Always around, you know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate you, bro, for rocking with those picks. Yes, sir. Yeah, I like. That's my parlay tonight. Shit. But we'll see. Like, cause Sanchez, I think he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Maloney, this is first title defense, man. We're gonna see. All right, I'm gonna put this in the chat real quick.
Okay, that's good. I see the boss.
This is my Instagram right here. I'll put it in the chat. That's my Instagram. I drop my Twitter too, but I be on Twitter like more than I be on anything else, to be honest. Twitter, I like it because you get news way faster. You know what I'm saying? You get news way faster to me. I'll be on that shit crazy. I'll probably be on there too much, to be honest. Yes, sir. Yeah, tap into the Instagram, bro. If you feel like you want to, you know what I'm saying? You get me behind the scenes and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I be having some epic ass conversations behind the scenes. We talking about all types of shit. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie. That's sometimes that's why I drop all my news and shit behind the scenes. So like, I be kind of neglecting my website because I don't know. I haven't really put it together all the way. Like, I put out some information behind the scenes, and I'll be like, damn, I should just put this on my website. But I be just because it's not on the website, that don't mean I don't be on that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can ask around. Anybody that hit me behind the scenes, and talk to me, ask me about fights that's gonna happen, they'll be on that shit. He said I'm going to sprinkle a little money. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, put some money on there, man. I hope you win. Yeah. I hope you win. Well, I don't hope you win for my sake, but if it's for your sake to get the bread, yeah, bro. Do your thing, man. I ain't mad at it, honestly. I almost was about to go that way too, bro. I was looking at some fights, and I was looking at the fights, and I was looking at all types of shit. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go with Beterbiev. But I was leaning to Callum Smith though. But he been out the ring for a while too. You know what I'm saying? It's already fall, yes sir. Appreciate that. He said put the website, brother. Yeah. I got the paper trail. I got it. I ain't gonna lie, I be forgetting. It's actually faster when like you hit me behind the scenes and asking what's going on instead of me putting the shit, because sometimes my schedule be different. It's I hear you. I try to follow the channels, have a good vibe, and don't come to argue. I ain't gonna. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, that ain't for me either. Yeah. Cause it ain't that serious at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let those guys do their thing. But yeah, I'm always gonna be on a chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? I may get my point across in a different way and shit, but we definitely ain't arguing about no damn boxing. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of these dudes, they don't really care like that about the sport. They just be talking. It's just like just to get some bread, and I get it. But it's like it's only certain things that a lot of people can only talk about, like the most popular things. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I first came into YouTube boxing. I guess they say it's a community, but I don't know. I ain't into it. I just like to go listen to people and get whatever I can get. But I be trying to like learn certain stuff about the fight game. And I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was just, we're going to talk about this one subject and that's how we're going to ride. And we're going to talk about this, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was just a broad spectrum. So we're going to talk about 105 just like we're talking about Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? And definitely not like that. So when I created my shit, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to be well-rounded in that. You know what I'm saying? For myself. So I can still learn about the sport of boxing, and then any of my supporters, subscribers, whoever, they come through and ask me a question, I can be like, okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't know, I just say I don't know. But for the most part, I know about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when I used to go to a lot of channels and I ask them a question about something, and they don't be knowing that shit, and I be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I thought, because really on YouTube, this is where you get your boxing news. You don't get that shit from nowhere else other than Twitter. But you really get the majority of your boxing news from YouTube, all these channels that we have. So I found out that a lot of the guys ain't really covering the sport like I would want to get covered. So if it's like that, you go do your own shit, right? So now I can cover it the way I want to cover it, and then talk about the rankings and what fights coming up and the schedule, shit that I just like, stuff I just did, and then give you everything if you need it. You know what I'm saying? So, cause there's always so much that I want to listen to about Spence and Crawford, Tank and Haney. There's only so much, bro. Like I get it, I got it. I know Like, this is the thing. They'll tell you all this shit about Tank and Haney and all this shit, but ain't nobody said, yo, Haney gonna be back like May or June. I said it, you know what I'm saying? I already know. May or June, that's when he coming back. You know what I'm saying? They still working on shit. And they haven't got nothing solidified yet. So I'll be more so concerned about the fights and when they gonna fight instead of the drama and all this shit. Now I know about it. And I may speak on it behind the scenes and shit, but at the end of the day, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? If we don't have no fight date, it ain't really nothing to talk about, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm locked in. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff though. So yeah, I want to salute. I want to say salute to everybody coming through. I appreciate you guys' time. I'm about to close it out. You know what I'm saying? I should be back tomorrow. Maybe do a recap. If any more news that comes out or you guys want to speak on, feel free. Like, my shit is open. Like, you guys want to holler at me and change the subject. That's the biggest thing too. If I'm talking about 140 and y'all want to talk about some other bullshit or some other shit, I don't care. That don't throw me off my path, because I can go answer that question and come right back to 140, because this is about boxing at the end of the day. And we all, like, I feel like we're learning from each other. I ain't never been high and mighty where you can't ask me no question if it's not about 140 or a certain topic. You know what I'm saying? You may, even if you do mess up my train of thought, it's good. We get it right back. We go back to something else and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? That should be, when I hear other content creators do that, that's kind of, I don't know. It's not for me, because I feel like, shit, you should be able to talk about everything. Because I learned a long time ago, there's some people that just come to my channel. I got long time supporters that come to my channel and just say, yo, Elder, if I only listen to you, yo, I don't know what these other people talking about. I just come to you. What you saying? So I feel like, damn, that's an obligation. So I gotta make sure I'm on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's some, to me, it ain't pressure, but that's some shit you gotta hold down. So yeah. So knock me off my square, I'm coming right back to it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys coming through. Get some limited merch. Yeah. I be kind of busy, but yeah, I need to. Peace out. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. Who come back? May or June. I think Devin gonna be back in May or June. Tank. I'm thinking Tank. March or April. Yeah. Because you can't keep Tank out the ring more than a year. And this is me. And I think they're gonna kick off Amazon Prime, kick it off with Tank, the biggest star. So I don't think Tank gonna come back in no damn summer. Peace. I appreciate you, bro. I agree. Yes, sir. Salute to you guys, man. Hope you guys have a good day. Check out that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys touch on that poll. Let me go close that poll out. I appreciate it, too. Let me see what we got. Oh, shit. Beterbiev, 87%, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Count Smith. Okay. So Beterbiev, he didn't get no love going the distance. Hey, I'm with you, because he ain't going the distance. And those guys fighting in an 18 by 18 foot ring, yeah, that shit's small as hell, y'all. It's going to be a knockout for sure. I'd be surprised if they even make it to the 12th round, to be honest. So that's what it is, man. Salute to everybody coming through, man. That's my time, and I'm out.